Good morning, good afternoon, wherever in the world you are. Ain't no going back. You hear me? Ain't no going back. When you're on a journey, trying to climb that ladder to success, you're trying to progress, go forward, ain't no going back. There is absolutely no going back. In fact, going back and progression don't even belong in the same sentence together. You know, they're antonymous. They are completely opposite. Always forward, just like Luke Cage, always forward. That's what progression is. When you're trying to climb that ladder to get to a certain level of success, when you are trying to get to a different place in life, please know that that is the motive, that is the goal. And you cannot do that trying to go back. You know, a good number of people, they're not necessarily afraid of success. Some people are afraid of success because they don't know how they'll handle it when they get there. And then you got other people who are afraid to fail on the way, on that journey going to success. And more important than that, them being afraid to fail while getting there, they're also afraid to fail and not being able to go back. But here's the thing. Why do you want to go back? There is no going back. You've never heard anybody that you know that is so successful in your right talk about going back. They go back for what? There's nothing back there. Like that. It's just like in the Matrix when Neo was in the car and they was trying to pull that little virus thing out of him, and they told him, look, you either lift your shirt up so we can get this thing out of you, or you get out the car. Then Trinity told him, hold on, wait, and he was getting ready to go out the door, and he said, hold on, wait, look down there. You've seen that road before. You know what's back there, and you don't like it. You don't want that. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly how your life is when it comes to what you want. Whatever it is you want, go after it. Go forward. Progress. Get to that level of success. Climb that ladder. But please know, there is no going back. You don't need to go back. There's nothing back there for you. You know what's there. You've been there, and it's too comfortable. You have absolutely no reason to go back. Jay-Z said in that one song on the, like Blueprint 3 or whatever, people keep talking about, Hov, take them back. I'm doing better than before. Why would I do that? That's exactly the mindset that you need to be in. Progression cannot pause for a second for you to go back. You can't bring stuff back there with you when you're trying to go forward, because some of that stuff will either slow you down or completely impede you entirely. No going back. You cannot go back when you're trying to go forward. You cannot go back when you're trying to progress. You cannot go back when you're trying to reach a certain level of success. There is nothing back there for you. You know what's there. You've been there. You've been there too long. It's too comfortable, it's too easy, and more importantly, it doesn't have anything to do with what you're trying to do, because what you're trying to do is forward. It's all the way up there, and you won't even know what it is until you keep going forward to go see what it is. There is no going back. Ain't no going back. If you're trying to progress, you're trying to reach a certain level of success, you're trying to climb that ladder, ain't no going back. You can't take that place with you. You can't take those people with you. You can't take none of that with you. It don't belong where you're trying to go. Because where you're trying to go, only you can go, you know? You're around many people, but you walk alone, you know? Like Bernie Mac say. You don't need any of that. You've been there before. You know what it's like, and you know what it does for you. You know what it also doesn't do. What it doesn't do is help you progress. So while you living out your life today, tomorrow, next week, or whenever, please know, wherever you're going, make sure it's just like Luke Cage say, always forward. But know, while you're always going forward, ain't no going back. You know what's back there, and it ain't what you want. Because if it was, you wouldn't even be en route going to where you're trying to go. Take that. Remember that. Ain't no going back. So leave it back there. It's Motivation Monday. Go be dope. Prayers for Vegas.